Alright, brothers, here is the final analysis in the three-part series about Bud Crawford's three best opponents on his resume. I already covered Spence and Porter. Now let's talk about Viktor Postol and why anyone who thinks he belongs in the same conversation as Canelo is delusional. And before you Bud fans go ham in the comments and say nobody is saying this, check yourself. Yes, they are. Go through any boxing Instagram page or YouTube channel and people are saying things like Postol was more skilled than Canelo, or that Postol is unlike anyone Canelo has beat. It's pretty sick stuff. That's why I'm here to debunk it. But let's get down to business though and talk about Postol. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. Buckle up because I ain't going to hold back on who this guy really was. Postol was technically sound. Sure, I'll give him that. He could jab, move a little, and survive. But surviving is all he did. His record looks decent on paper, but dig a little deeper and it's paper champions, washed up dudes, and guys who couldn't punch their way out of a wet paper bag. What was his biggest win? The guy from Argentina, forgive me if I mispronounce his name, Lucas Matisse. He was old, gassed out, past his prime. That was Postol's peak. Who else did Postol beat? Guys like DeMarcus Corley and Henry Lundy? These are guys Canelo would destroy so badly that they'd need a diaper change for the rest of their lives. Here's the truth, bruh. Postol was like boxing's doormat. Everyone worth a damn stomped his ass. He lost 5 times and not even to Murderer's Row. The best fighter he lost to was Terrence Crawford by unanimous decision. Seriously, bud, it took you 12 rounds to beat this dude? Canelo would have dispatched Postol in under 4 rounds, and Viktor would have had to have been revived with smelling salts and would have been taken out on a stretcher with an oxygen mask. I'm just keeping it real, guys. Let's talk about who else Viktor lost to. He lost to Josh Taylor by unanimous decision. That's a guy that Teofimo Lopez beat easily. What about Jose Carlos Ramirez, who Postol lost to by majority decision? What about Gary Russell, who he lost to by technical knockout in round 10? And last but not least, he lost to Elvis Rodriguez by technical knockout in round 7. Elvis made Viktor's brain get all shook up, pardon the Elvis pun, and that's Viktor Postol. A footnote. A guy who, if you ask 10 random people on the street if they knew who he is, they'd say they have no idea. Postol was a guy who looked better than he was only because the people he beat were even worse. I'll say it again. If Canelo would have ever fought Postol, he would have given Viktor, as Canelo once told Berlanga, la chinga de su vida. I'll leave you guys with this short clip from Canelo.
Mention one elite fighter. Just mention me one elite fighter.
So Postol wasn't elite?
Who?
Viktor Postol.
Who's that guy?